What would Rihanna do? Jawline, angles. Look at my under eye. Reflective, people. Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. Today's video is a little bit different. And I did a video, I think it was like last year, where I did my makeup with a real makeup artist. And y'all loved that. So I thought I would do that again today with a Fenty Beauty makeup artist. Hello Deborah, welcome to my channel. Deborah's actually done my makeup once before for something like red carpet. And I reached out to the team, I was like, is anyone available to like do my makeup? Because obviously Fenty Beauty have launched their new hydrating foundations. I'm very excited to try it, but I was like, you know what, let's get a pro in. Let them snatch my face and have me fantastic and give me all the secrets. I'm gonna go from dry to not fry, but fabulous, right? We'll do that. Can we do that?
We can do that, for
Let's
sure.
do that. So, Deborah, tell me a bit about yourself, please, before we get into this.
So I've been with Fenty since day one. Like Patricia said, I've done her makeup before.
Yes. How did you get into makeup, though?
So I worked... Well, actually not.
Yeah. Don't say where you work, right? Did you work where everyone worked, basically, where they started out?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's where she worked.
So I did fashion styling with hair and makeup at uni.
Okay.
And then that sort of took me down that path, and
Yeah.
here I am today.
Okay. What store do you work at as well?
Knightsbridge.
Knightsbridge.
Yeah.
At the Harvey Nicks.
The #1 global flagship store.
#1 global flagship, she said. Okay, so I'm presuming that you're going to make me look absolutely fantastic.
Of course.
I know you will anyway. So let's get into it. I've been so excited to try the new hydrating foundations. And there's also the new primer as well, isn't there?
Yeah, so we actually have 2 new primers. So now we have 3 in total. So I've got the True Matte primer and also the hydrating primer. So depending on your skin type, now we have something more specific.
I feel like I get shiny later.
Yeah, sounds like me. We do this thing called primer wardrobing. So we can sort of mix and match the primer to fit your complexion to a T.
All right, well, do that. do whatever it takes. I say that I'm like a girl who loves makeup.
Yeah.
But I love it when like pros do my makeup because they kind of help me or show me stuff I haven't done before that I don't really know. So go ahead.
So I'm just going in with the matte primer just down the T-zones because, like myself, we get hella oily here.
Yes, my nose glistens like the sun.
On the rest of the face, I'm going to go in with the hydrating primer, just so your skin's nice and balanced before we apply the foundation.
I always find that makeup artists are so gentle. I'm so rough with my skin.
To be
Soft
fair,
and
you
gentle.
will come across some people that are like aggressive, but I think you just want to make it a nice experience for the person whose makeup you're doing. And there's nothing worse than having someone like literally drag your
Dragging
face.
skin, yeah.
No. Great. So, what shade do you wear in the Pro Filter?
410 is the one that I wear the most,
Okay.
I'd say.
So I'm just gonna colour match you quickly. So with our new foundation, it is a 1-to-1 match. So that means whatever shade you have in the Pro Filter, you can just grab the same in the hydrating. So I'm gonna try 410, 420 and 430.
Do you still think that people sometimes still need to mix shades or want to mix shades? I don't know what it is. Like, I just feel like I want to make a new color for my skin.
Yeah.
Like, not the one that comes in the bottle. I want to like mix it up.
You want it to be yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair
Depending on my mood.
Yeah.
Sometimes I change my foundation depending on what I feel like.
At Fenty, we love giving the customer the option to not mix.
Yeah.
But like you said, depending on your mood, whatever works for you, sis. And you'll find that with this, it doesn't have a dry down like the Pro Filter does.
Because that does dry down, doesn't it?
Slightly, yeah.
Do people ever just say, I want that shade, and you're like, that's not your shade, sis?
Do you know, makeup is so personal. There's no like, I'm no one to be like, this colour's not for you. If that's what makes you feel comfortable, then by all means. I can definitely advise, but I can never tell. That's the difference.
That's a 410, that's a 420, and that's a 430. Because the 430 looks like it could be red on me, isn't it?
Slightly warmer, yeah. What do you think?
Let's go with the 420 then.
420.
I feel like 420 is always out of stock. Just saying.
It's a very popular
Just saying. I know,
It's a very popular colour, yes. So we actually also have a new brush. Ta-da! It's kind of like, it's really dense kabuki brush, great with the new foundation.
Honestly,
Yeah.
what do you prefer, sponges or brushes?
Both.
Okay.
I'm definitely a full coverage kind of girl, so I will apply it with the brush and then smooth it out with a sponge. Yeah.
What, another layer of foundation?
No? Maybe. So I think you'll be surprised, like with this brush, I'm kind of using it in a stippling motion. I'm not a big fan of like dragging on the skin. I think this is a great way to also build your coverage.
Can this go full coverage?
It is a medium to full coverage, just like our original Pro Filter.
Okay. It really feels like a perfect match because I've also got a beard. Like down here is darker.
Yeah.
Right? So I usually try to match to here.
I'm gonna create, let's say, a real flawless finish for you.
Yes.
And personally, I'm not a big fan of like color correcting.
No, I hate that. I don't see the point. It's just saying, it's just me. Like, why am I putting orange on or pink or green and then putting...
It's a lot of hard work to then try and...
Then put foundation on top of that. What's the point?
No.
So you don't do any of that extraness?
No, I find you can just go in with maybe like a little bit of a darker concealer if you're really concerned about the area. But for me, on you, I don't feel like it's necessary.
Do you ever find there are people who are really bad at getting their makeup done?
Something I experienced is someone was getting so comfortable and she literally fell asleep on me.
Yeah.
And her head kept tilting back. I was like, hello.
Doesn't Kim Kardashian do that? Like, because they get their makeup done at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
She wakes up and like she'll be asleep while they put her makeup on and then she wakes up beautiful.
And it's done.
Yeah.
That would be the dream.
Imagine if you were just lying down in bed and someone was putting your makeup on. That is a life. I want to be really chiseled because I want a jawline.
We can do that. You already have a jawline.
Do you think so?
Yeah. You just want a bit more.
It comes in and out. You know, like sometimes you're like, oh, I've got a jawline. And then other days you're like, what happened to
Where's
it?
it gone?
It left the chat. And I can see how very different it is from the original.
Original, yeah.
Because with the original, sometimes it can be like quite dry quite quickly.
Yeah.
And like, you're like, zoom. Whereas this one, it's got a bit of like...
You've got that sort of movement time.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can't wait for all the snatcheroos to happen.
Extras. A little bit of 440. And you can kind of say this is going to be your corrector, just to sort of warm up this area and under the eye.
Another makeup artist told me about this, like putting concealer around your darker areas or around your beard.
Yeah.
But why? Why not more foundation?
Because you want to think of like the undertone. So for example, with the 420 you're wearing, it's more neutral. So because it has a little bit of that golden, I find gold doesn't usually tend to neutralize, it brightens.
Okay.
So the 440 is slightly cooler, it's got a bit more red.
Right.
And this is really going to help to cancel out any darkness.
I don't know if your bosses are going to tell me off for this, but do you ever do work on the side? Are you allowed to?
Yeah.
You are? Oh, okay.
Because I am a freelance makeup artist.
Yeah.
Who works for Fenty?
Probably get requests from like customers, like, you made my face look so nice, please help me.
We do, but you can also book in with us for a Fenty face if you like.
Are you ever scared that someone could come in just to be recording you in secret?
No, I have nothing to fear.
Oh,
she
knows she's talented.
Let's move on to brightening now. How bright do you usually like to go under your eye?
Bright as the sun.
Okay, so we're going to start with 420. I love this colour because it's more neutral, so it's not too orange too quickly. And then we're going to brighten it with a slightly lighter shade.
You don't do anything crazy like reverse contouring or anything, do you?
To be fair, it depends on the complexion I'm working on, you know. I find like my deeper ladies, like for example a 480 onwards, I love to use their natural tones to contour. Right. So reverse contouring is great for them. I'm going to go in with a little bit of the 390. So the 390 is the one that has a bit more of that orangier undertone. But I'm going to keep it quite tight. So with the 420, I brought it quite far out. 390, we're going to keep a little bit tighter. And then just down the nose. And then we're going to go 370, my fave.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's basically 3 concealer colours.
It is. I mean, you can definitely condense it, but since we're going for
No,
it
let's
today,
go. Let's go for it, honey. I've got no problem with product. The more, the merrier. Because this is where you see people usually they go in straight up like bright, but I feel like you kind of built into the brightness.
Kind of like a gradient. Yeah. As a darker woman, if you go too bright too quickly, you can still look a little bit grey.
One halo.
So it's all about just graduating into that brightness. So you can do this with a sponge also, but I like to use a brush.
How do we stop our concealer from creasing?
Do you know what? It's inevitable.
Really? Yours isn't creased. Yours looks flawless. There are no lines there.
I've got these 3 on right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's not about the amount of product you have on. It's like...
The less, the better. Although
Yeah.
I've just used 3. But we've used a little bit of each.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
not too much.
Okay, fine.
And what I like to do is I always start quite low when I'm applying and then sort of build up. So when you get right under the eye, there's minimal product. Almost kind of like blending it up towards the lash line.
Okay.
Because, you know, I find if you bring the concealer right here,
Yeah.
then it starts to cake.
Since my skin's got better and like it's more hydrated, I get less creasing.
Yeah.
And I don't bake anymore.
Do you not? How come?
No, I don't really like it. I feel like it's
No?
bad.
It's bad.
She said it like, excuse me. I don't like bake like really like hard like under my eyes anymore. I find it just drying.
Fair enough.
Because I have like really dry under eyes.
Well, they definitely don't look dry.
Because I'm hydrated. I've been drinking my water. So how long do you take to do your makeup?
Realistically,
Yeah, realistically.
about an hour.
I just don't have enough hours in the day. I would love to, but you gotta have a baby. I've got ish to do. I can't do it. It's your job. You work in makeup. You need to look flawless.
Yeah.
I look not great most of the time, to be honest with you.
I think it takes me about 20 minutes to do my brows alone.
Well, what happened was... No. Do you like listen to music and like get into the zone?
Sometimes.
Okay.
I almost use it as like a time gauge, but then I get
Right.
distracted. I start singing, start dancing.
Okay.
Before you know it, I'm like
So what,
twerking with
you
one brow.
Well, so you sit in silence just in the mirror for an hour, just like...
It's all about the blend for me. I think that's like my biggest thing. I can blend for ages.
Right.
I mean, you could probably tell.
Yeah, I can tell.
But just think of like that end product. So I'm gonna go in with 495 in the concealer to contour. So I'm just gonna finish all my creams before we start to set anything.
Okay.
So at this point, I don't really mind if the concealer starts to crease because I almost find as it's creasing, it gets a bit denser.
Okay.
And then we'll be able to really buff and stomp that out before I set it.
Okay.
So this is where that jawline is gonna come in.
Give the jawline, take it in. That looks really warm as well.
Yeah,
So it's okay to use a concealer to contour.
absolutely.
I think that you can just use products however you want to.
Yeah.
Just put them wherever you want to put them.
Exactly. Contour, or warm up, let's say, a little bit of forehead too. It's my favourite thing to do.
Really?
Yeah, I just like the dimension it brings.
Right, okay. Because I've got a really small forehead and I'm always like, please don't do stuff to my forehead.
No, I'm
I
not gonna
always
go.
wanted a bigger forehead. There's people who
Really?
don't like having...
Oh, you can take mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like good big foreheads is like a sign of beauty. All the top models have big foreheads.
Maybe I need to get into modelling.
Yes, girl. Yeah.
Side hustle.
Jawline. I love makeup. Don't you feel like it just makes your life better?
It's so much fun.
This is new to me, right? Another makeup artist did this to me. They like contoured like right from up here. And I was like, my nose looks so much nicer than like when I do it.
Yeah, I love bringing it into the brow because I find it just looks that little bit more natural. So I tend to do it, let's say, quite wide first. And I'll go back with the concealer brush and then just buff out this line.
Snatch. I wish I could do makeup like that.
I'm just gonna make sure all these creases are gone. And I like to do one eye at a time.
What, set one eye at a time?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
because I find if I buff them both out, by the time I go back to one,
It's
there's-
already creased.
Yeah.
All right. You learn a new trick every day.
So I'm gonna go in with hazelnut, or should we do honey?
I like honey.
Okay, let's do honey. So I'm just gonna buff this on. We're not gonna bake, not just yet. I will just a little bit.
It's fine. You can bake me.
But I find even when I bake, I love to powder it first.
Right.
Set it first. Only because I found if you bake on a wet concealer, it tends to cling and then it goes a bit patchy. So you want to smooth out the surface first and then bake on top.
That looks literally flawless. Look at my, look at my under eye.
Starting quite low. Just because if ever you pick up too much powder, initially you don't have it right up under the lash line.
Right. You know what? I never set down my nose. I probably should.
Really?
Because that's the bit that ends up glowing. My nose looks wet some days, like literally. Let's see how this lasts throughout the day.
So I'm just going to go in slightly heavier with the powder now.
Okay.
So if you look up for me, I'm just going to gently pat this on. So we're not doing like extreme baking.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever do extreme baking though?
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, I also like to bring that right under here, so it kind of gives me a guideline. So when I do eyeshadow, I have that as a
Yeah,
a
let's
line.
do that. Give me the line. I love the way these powders smell. If you haven't used these powders, they kind of have this like caramelly, what is it? What is the smell? It's like sweet without being fragrant. It's not like fragrant. It's like, oh.
And it's not
kind of like baby powder.
Yeah.
Like, don't know, it gives you a warm feeling.
So I'm happy to move on to eyes. For you?
Ooh, yes. Have you got any favourites when it comes to eye glam?
I really love Juvia's Place, you know.
Oh yeah, I love Juvia's Place.
Love their palettes. I have a few of the Anastasia, they're really good.
Yes.
Morphe, can't go wrong with them.
You can't go wrong with them. I know they're problematic, but you can't go wrong.
So I'm just going to put a little bit of concealer just to cancel out any colour on the lid.
Not eyelid primer?
I also love to work with concealer. As long as I set it with a powder. I know some people don't like to. I prefer to.
We're going to go ahead and just use a little soft glam.
You like a warm eye, don't you?
I like a warm eye. What would Rihanna do? That's what we should see.
What
I feel like she goes for like actually really simple bold looks. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like it's not like super crease, like it's washes.
Yeah, she does like it quite soft. I feel like with her eye colour, anything, like everything looks good on her.
Like she'll put a yellow eye look on or something.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like she tried.
Yeah.
It's just like yellow.
And I like to take it slightly higher, almost like into the brow. It starts to tie in with also like the nose contour that you bring from the eye.
Let's go sultry.
So this is where that line comes in handy because you can just kind of follow that. When you're sort of smoking it out, you know sort of how high to take it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I find you can end up going quite straight, but you want to go slightly up.
Right,
just to
okay.
lift the eye.
And I don't have much of an eyelid.
I used to get away with saying that was quarter Japanese.
Really?
Would believe me.
They're like, wow.
So I find with our eye shape, a lot of the times you need to look straight ahead so you know that you're going to see that colour when the eye's open.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, when you do all that work and then you look up and it's like, oh, can't see it.
Yeah.
Or the lash goes on and the whole makeup's disappeared.
Yeah.
Left the chat.
Okay, I'm just going to do underneath. So if you look up for me. So I know doing the bottom lash line can be a bit daunting sometimes when you're doing it yourself. So I just kind of like press and wiggle. And that's a great way because then you don't get any shadow into the eye. So I feel like sometimes you're like trying to get it under there. So let's just pop it down and just wiggle it. And I'm not bringing this all the way into the inner corner. I like to keep it, let's say 3/4 of the way. I find it's a great way to sort of keep that smoke without closing the eye too much. So I like to work darkness to lightness. So we've done all the darker areas. Now we're going to go in and add, actually let's do a bit of sultry.
Yeah, let's see that.
So again, just press and wiggle. Great way to minimise fallout too.
Do you ever get your makeup done by a makeup artist?
No. But I think, I don't know, I feel like the more I practice makeup, I become so picky. So if my brow's not arched the way I like it, or if my concealer's not bright enough, I'm like,
I don't like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some people who can't let anyone else do their eyeliner for them.
Yeah. But you're okay with this?
I'm fine.
So I've heard really good things about this mascara. I know you love it.
It's my favourite.
I need to try it because I also am a no lash gang.
Yes.
I've got no eyelashes.
But
None.
this will give you eyelashes, like honestly. Favourite lashes? Are you like a lily lash girl?
Do you know, I've actually never tried them.
Really?
I've seen them, they look beautiful, but I've never owned them.
I hear that Alibaba is the secret for like good lashes.
Isn't it the secret for everything? Because they do say the almond shape is the more desirable shape. Anything sort of longer in the end is really flattering on any eye, I think. Okay, now let's get rid of this excess powder.
But what's that you're doing there?
So just a little bit of Mocha Mummy, just to warm it up a little bit more.
Mocha Mum is actually a blusher. No, not a blusher, it's a bronzer, right?
Yeah.
But I find the colour to be more like blushery for me.
It is gorgeous as a blush. It also works really well on the eye.
Yeah, I can imagine it being amazing on the eye.
Really nice. I'm gonna go in with Mimosa Sunrise, Sangria Sunset. So I actually like to dip in between the two. I'll put a little bit of that on the cheek and bring it up towards the end of the brow.
End of the brow.
Yeah, so kind of up towards here.
Oh, end of the brow. I love that.
Because it's got a bit of that gold in it, it's going to be a great highlight start for us too.
So you would still highlight after this?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Who wears one highlight out? At least 3.
Really?
Yeah.
I do not. But look at my cheek. It looks so juicy and luscious.
So I'm going to change to a smaller brush. Mimosa Sunrise Alone. Now we're going to start to highlight. Then we're going to tap into another one of my favorites, Ginger Binge. I tend to go with only Moscow Mule, which is the more glittery one.
Oh, okay. Why?
Just because I find at this point we've already got a base on, so now we're really trying to amplify that. And then if I really wanted to be extra, you could go with another one.
She's shining. Reflective, people, reflective.
That song you like to
Shining, shining.
Exactly.
Shining, shining. I just look really expensive, to be honest with you. We're here for this.
Lips, last but not least. So we all love a bit of chestnut. If you don't have this, you need to get this. Isn't this like a staple?
Until Fenty come up with their own one. Got a glass on.
Yeah.
We're going straight from the bullet because it's
brand
new and it's going to be mine, okay? Hygiene always first.
Always.
Always. What? Sorry.
No, enjoy.
I was having a moment. I got lost in my own sauce. But that's a wrap. We are done. Hello, face. Hello. Thank you.
You're
Good
welcome.
job. Did you use any setting spray? Or would you normally? Or would I need it?
You can do.
Yeah.
I feel like your oils naturally come through anyway, so don't bother.
I am loving this. I look really radiant, don't I? It's me being excited. I feel like this feels very comfortable on, not dry at all. And it just looks very, very flawless, but not like oily. Like I'm not really wearing very much. I like videos like this because you're able to like take other people's techniques and see what they do, and then hopefully if you've got time, apply it to yourself.
You've got
But
this.
yeah, no, I've got this. This is great. No, look at my cheeks though. Cheekbone. So thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure. Thank you
And
for having me.
showing me all these goodies. You can find Deborah where?
On Yours by Deb is my Instagram.
Okay.
You can find me at the Knightsbridge counter as well if you want to get this
Knightsbridge.
Fenty face.
Yes.
I'm happy to do it.
But buy product, don't just go. Don't just go in there trying to get a free makeover. I'm gonna leave you while I just look at myself a little bit more. But thank you guys so much for watching, and in the meantime, I will catch you all later. Bye.